Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly. In the Miller Time segment tonight, as you may know, the sage of Southern California has been a bit distraught about the state of the country lately. But now things have changed big time. Miller joining us from Santa Barbara. Have they changed, Miller, or do you think it's not so dramatic?
Well, Bill, let me say this. I re-met John Doe yesterday. I knew a lot of people who have been driven into the catacombs because, quite frankly, you got to watch what you say nowadays. There are a lot of people out there with love in their heart who will wish you dead if you don't have as much love in your heart as they do. So, dangerous times. But I didn't realize it was 5%, which it appears to be what it was. So I re-met John Doe yesterday, and the yield of it, I think, will be good for this country. I saw Trump go down today, and I guess they christened it at the White House today. It was Orange Lives Matter, and he was there 10 minutes early. He was there 10 minutes early because time is money. Listen, I can't pretend I'm not happy about this. I voted for not Hillary. I've been saying that for 2 years. I think Hillary, I thought she was deplorable before deplorable was cool. And, you know, I'm just not a fan of her. So I think Trump has to do this. He wants to bring this country together. Here's my 5 points I would do. I would repeal Obamacare because it's not working. I'd start pricing things out of state and see if the free markets can bring it down. If it doesn't work, I'd be a pragmatist and say, all right, we'll go back to whatever Obamacare is, but I'm going to try this. 2 things. These are in tandem. I would make it hard to get into this country, and I would make it easy to start a small business in this country. We got those 2 things screwed up right now. Fourthly, I would kill terrorists before they terrorize and not after they terrorize. I would do that in a shot. And as far as the environment goes, I want clean air, I want clean water. Anything else, don't let the wind turbine hit you in your ass on the way out. And I think Trump's going to be a pragmatist about this stuff and solve some problems. And you know who I feel really happy for? Is those 20 kids who are getting shot every weekend in Chicago. Because people can talk about caring all they want, but this system is not working for the disenfranchised in this country now. It's kind of working. It's like in Alien where you see that thing where they barely keep somebody going so they can feed on them. It kind of works that way, but there are too many people being shot in Chicago, innocents, every weekend. Let's try something else and see if that works. And if that makes me a bad guy, so be it.
No, you had National Guard in there 3 years ago, but the mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois, you know, they don't care. Now, how long are you going to give?
I don't find that as caring as they say it is.
They don't care. They don't. Look, if you understand public policy and you understand crowd control and you understand public safety, and you have a situation where thousands of poor people are being slaughtered in the streets, you put the National Guard there to stop it. It's not complicated, and they will not. Now, how long are you going to give Trump to start to implement throwing out Obamacare, which is, you know, going to be controversial?
Can I tell you, I'm sick of this country. I'm sick of this country taking stands about how long they're going to give. I even did that with Obama. I said, I'll give him. And I shut up for a while. I didn't dig the vote, but when I saw him in Grant Park that night and the little black kids looking up at him with a legit hero, I thought this will be good for this country. Shut up for a while. After around a half a year when it wasn't working, I said, I got to start saying something. I don't hate Obama, for God's sakes. To me, he's an inept civil servant. He's the guy that we hired to work the toll booth on the toll bridge, and he keeps giving back incorrect change. That's all he is to me. I wish the next guy well, too, but this whole thing about here's what I think he should, I don't have a clue. But I wish Godspeed to Obama. I wish Godspeed to Donald Trump. And you know something, Billy? This country, all I will say is this. To these kids out there who are marching at night, and by the way, when you walk up from the Village up to 57th Street outside Trump Tower, I saw a lot of fat kids in that thing. Maybe we ought to start doing protest jogging instead of protest marching, because somebody's got to burn some calories out there in the hinterland. But if you are going to continue to march and say this guy isn't the president 2 days after he's been elected, I heard this phrase recently, and I know it got a lot of resonance in the culture. Can I say to you, if you're going to continue to march 2 days after the fact, what difference at this point does it matter?
Dennis Miller, everybody.